Coming up next, we have the Hounds of Hell's Julia Hart going face-to-face with veteran Madison Rayne. Welcome back to AEW Dynamite in Fresno, California. And making her way to the ring right now, just coming off a loss from this past Sunday against Jamie Hayter. Here comes Julia Hart. Hailing from Bloomington, Minnesota, weighing in at 149 pounds and stands in at 5'7". Julia Hart is the fastest up-and-coming rising star in not just AEW, but in pro wrestling. The youngest champion in history, holding the TBS championship. And before that, she was a former two-time national cheerleading champion. But she wanted to break away from the cheerleading antics and decided that she'd form an allegiance with what was once known as the House of Black, now known as the Hounds of Hell, Brody King and Buddy Matthews. Tonight she gets to test herself against another wrestling veteran, that is Madison Rayne. And now here comes her opponent. She stands in at 5'3", weighs in at 120 pounds, and hails from Seattle, Washington. She made her debut in 2025. She is a former TNA Knockouts Women's World Champion in Impact and TNA, and a Knockouts World Tag Team Champion. This is Madison Rayne, one of the most experienced stars in All Elite Wrestling, and tonight she goes face to face with one of the hottest prospects in recent memory, Julia Hart. And the bell rings, and here we go now. Julia Hart rolls out the way, tie up. And now look out here, tie up again. Madison Rayne, Irish whip into a kick to the gut to Julia Hart. Madison Rayne striking the elbow. Jawbreaker there by Julia Hart. Forearm smash there. And a clothesline. Picks her up again. Another one. Keeping hold of that wrist as she throws those clotheslines to Madison Rayne. You look at how Julia Hart first started off in All Elite Wrestling and how she came about right now. She's one of the most improved performers in AEW. Beautiful drop kick there by Madison Rayne. She's one of the most improved performers in All Elite Wrestling. Wants this really clean-cut, smiley, cheery cheerleader that would just be waving to the crowd and just smiling, looking a little bit too cutesy to be in the ring. And now she is one of the most ruthless females on the AEW roster right now. Oh, Madison Rayne was going to drive Julia Hart off of the ring apron there, but Julia Hart's coming back now. Forearm smash there, but she missed that one as Madison Rayne gets a tie up with an Irish whip. And now, oh, what an arm drag there by Madison Rayne. Went for a boot there. Madison Rayne with that neck vice there to Julia Hart. Julia Hart breaks out a bit. Oh, and she just throws Madison Rayne's face into the ring canvas. Snapmare. Oh, look at this. Kick right into the chest. And that standing moonsault there by Julia Hart. Forearm smash there by Julia Hart. Julia Hart coming back now. Arm drag there by Madison Rayne. Let's talk a little bit about Madison Rayne. She was once a hot prospect in Total Non-Stop Action, winning the championship 5 times and being aligned with Velvet Sky and Angelina Love of the beautiful people. Not quite got to grips with AEW as of yet. But we don't take anything away from Madison Rayne. She is a very skilled veteran in this sport. And one day she may be on the rise for the AEW Women's Championship that is held by Mariah May. Julia Hart now again, standing moonsault lands. Forearm drop there, and down goes Madison Rayne. Madison Rayne is now in trouble. What a knife edge chop there by Madison Rayne. And here we go now, both girls just exchanging blows to see who is the dominant out of the two. Knife edge drop again by Madison Rayne, followed by a huge punch there by Julia Hart. And now, oh, what a clothesline. And back to holding that wrist again as she delivers those clotheslines. Down goes Madison Rayne. Julia Hart now, forearm smash to Madison Rayne. Forearm smash. Oh, what a takedown there by Madison Rayne. And both girls are out the ring now. Madison Rayne, snapmare. Oh, into her elbow to the head of Julia Hart. Right there, forearm smash. And now Julia Hart throwing her weight around. She is doing really impressive in the ring. I think Madison Rayne may have just underestimated Julia Hart. And Julia, oh no, Madison Rayne firing back. I think Julia Hart may have gassed herself a little bit as Madison Rayne now going for the pin. 1, 2, kick out there by Julia Hart. Madison Rayne can't quite believe it. Oh, right into the arm there of Julia Hart. Madison Rayne now keeping Julia Hart grounded. Madison Rayne now going to the top rope. What's going to happen here? Oh, elbow, but no, Julia Hart moved out the way. Big boot, and down goes Madison Rayne. Julia Hart now, tie up, takedown, and there's those relentless punches. Madison Rayne may have just underestimated this girl, but I think also Julia Hart's underestimated Madison Rayne. Madison Rayne now with that head vice to Julia Hart. Julia Hart punching her way out of it again. Forearm smash there, down goes Madison Rayne. Julia Hart now, neck breaker coming, she gets it. But Madison Rayne gets back to her feet. Ah, beautiful move there. Madison Rayne now trying to get the advantage, trying to get the victory over the youngster. No, Julia Hart kicks her to the gut there. Oh, what a leg sweep there. Down goes Madison Rayne. And now Julia Hart focusing on hyperextending the knee of Madison Rayne. Julia Hart now goes to the top rope. Look at the agility of Julia Hart, and what an elbow drop off the top rope. And Julia Hart now, went for that split leg drop, but Madison Rayne rolled out of the way. And there goes Julia Hart, her head colliding with Madison Rayne's knee. And there it is again. Here's the cover. 1. Just a 1 count. Julia Hart managed to get all her might to kick out of that, and now she's focusing on the knee of Madison Rayne. Tie up, Irish whip by Madison Rayne. Ducks under. Oh, what a spear. And here's the cover by Madison Rayne. 1, 2, kick out by Julia Hart. And Madison Rayne can't quite believe it. Madison Rayne thought she had the match won here. But now, kick to the gut there, and there's that third time's the charm, that head grip, that vice lock to Julia Hart. Madison Rayne thinks she can submit Julia Hart. Can she do it? No, Julia Hart breaks out the hold again. Forearm smash, down goes Madison Rayne. Wait a minute, she just took out the referee. Was that intentional? Julia Hart. Oh, she sprays the mist into Madison Rayne's face. And here comes the Heartless. She's got it locked in. The referee is back up. Madison Rayne trying to break out of it, but Julia Hart, who just sprayed the black mist into Madison Rayne's face. And now she's going for it again. She's going for that Heartless, the Rings of Saturn. It's over. Madison Rayne is tapping out Julia Hart. Picks up the submission victory. Julia Hart. Dirty tactic to win the match, but nevertheless, she comes out on top. She is the victor in tonight's match, getting her back onto top form. But what is next for Julia Hart? Will she be seeking one more match against Jamie Hayter? Or will she move on and go for another target?